Tell us how 2019 was for you. Tell us how 2019 was for you and how you've managed to sell more cars than in any other year, despite all the global headwinds.
Right. I mean, it was an extraordinary year for us, really a remarkable achievement, plus 25%. Chew on that for a minute. Great result. Of course, also testament to the stunning success of Cullinan, our sports utility, which we launched last year, that has seen an unbelievable order intake. We are still sitting on a very strong order bank far into 2020. So for that reason, you see me very smiley, very happy. And of course, we have seen some headwinds internationally, but I must say, all in all, we have seen for our brand excellent trading conditions as the results are showing. And for that reason, I'm very, very happy. And we have basically seen growth over all markets worldwide, not only in our major markets, the US or China, but really on the entire world.
All right, so Cullinan is doing very well. I suppose that's to be expected. How much longer do you expect this SUV trend to last, Torsten?
I think it's, for me, quite a trend. It's not a trend which fades away over the next couple of years. I'm very optimistic that this is quite robust. And of course, I also announced that at a time Rolls-Royce Motor Cars in this decade will go electric. I mean, it's basically also that you need to prepare yourself for a different environment long term. And that is what we are doing. But I'm still very optimistic about our concepts and also about the rest of our portfolio. I think we are well set with our portfolio now worldwide. And success shows that this is right.
Let me ask you, talking about your portfolio and how it evolves, you're going to be saying goodbye to the Ghost model fairly soon, aren't you, after many years? It's played a big role. I'm guessing you're sad to see it go, but what can we expect from the replacement?
I mean, we have ceased production of Ghost. Ghost was an unbelievable successful car of us. It basically opened the brand to a complete new target group, let me say it like that, internationally. One of the most or the most successful Rolls-Royce ever built in history of that great company. And what happens in 2020 is that we see the launch of the next generation of Ghost. That happens in the middle of the year, and first deliveries to clients will happen by the end of the year. A remarkable, fantastic car coming into the market in 2020, rest assured.
Yes, so Ghost was my favorite because I think it was the first Rolls-Royce that really I felt to me like a driver's car. Not that I've driven any of the much older ones, Torsten. I was recently in the Basque Country. I saw an incredible collection, private collection of Rolls-Royce cars, a 1910 Silver Ghost, a 1939 Wraith, 1956 Phantom 4. All of them looked like they were designed to be chauffeur-driven. How many of your cars that you sell now are chauffeur-driven?
I mean, that has changed quite dramatically, and it changed in line with the changes within our, let's say, target group worldwide. The majority of all Rolls-Royces we are selling today are self-driven. And that holds very much true to all our two-door models, be it Wraith, our fastback coupe, be it the Dawn, the lovely convertible, but also Cullinan is clearly a self-driver's car. I would say that Ghost was a sort of 50-50, very much in the Asian regions where we mainly sold the extended wheelbase version of Ghost that was chauffeur-driven, whilst in the Western regions we sold the regular wheelbase and that was always self-driven, very, very often. Phantom is, I would say, a mixed product in a way that we are offering a regular wheelbase, and that is very much in the United States seen as the cool alternative in the meantime to SUVs, self-driven of course, whilst in the Asian regions Phantom is very much seen also as a chauffeur's car, rightly so, and it was also conceived to be the perfect car to sit in the back and to relax and to enjoy your life.
And Torsten, let me ask you about Brexit and what that means for a car company right now. We've seen car companies in the UK being brought to the brink and having to put in place some extraordinary preparations around downtime, around flying in spare parts, around extra warehousing. They've done that, car makers have done that a couple of times. So what does Brexit preparation look like for you now?
I mean, first of all, I think the election removed some part of uncertainty. I always said that uncertainty is poison for the business, particularly the luxury goods business. And I'm now, of course, looking forward that we see that Brexit is to be delivered. That's next. And also, of course, very important that we forge proper trade relations with the European Union and, of course, also with the rest of the world. That is very important and will then, after that, give back full confidence into the market. So for that reason, I'm interested, of course, in free flow of goods. The majority of all our parts we need to build one of our magnificent cars is coming from all over the world. And for that reason, a frictionless import into the country, whilst also seeing a proper export into the rest of the world, is very, very important for us.
Torsten, where's your biggest growth market right now? I know China was a huge one for you the last time we spoke. Since then, we've seen the market there for, mass-produced regular Joe cars decline. What about for Rolls-Royce?
I mean, for us, the major market still is the United States. By far, roughly a third of all our volume worldwide went into the Americas, whilst China also came up quite nicely over the last years and is now back on number 2 position, around 1/4, you can say. So both markets did extremely well for us last year. So for that reason, I'm pleased on the results of our 2 major regions.